Hey guys, it's Paki123 and I'm here with my Colts gameplay of the 32 game series. And just a heads up, I'm not going to be talking about Shocker in this video or the whole Kilo situation. I've already made my position on this pretty clear. Fuck Shocker, obviously. I've already said this before. So, not going to talk about Shocker in this video. If you want to hear what I have to say about Shocker, just head over to my channel and just check out my most recent video. You know, it's all there for you guys. And I know talking about Shocker would probably get me like, 50 likes or something, but I'm fucking running on 2 hours of sleep. I'm tired as shit, and I don't know if I can say cunt like 500 times in this video. So, I'm going to just talk about the Colts in this video, and that's all. And I'm playing Air Zero from MaddenStudents.com. Look at that dot by Peyton Manning. The dude has no neck and he still makes throws at that. What was I saying? I'm playing Air Zero. He signed up on the 32 game series sign-up sheet, and he was available whenever I needed a game, so I just hit him up. He's the Cowboys, and I'm the Colts, obviously. And what to say about the Colts? On offense, they aren't that bad. Because, of course you got Peyton Manning, who, even though he was hurt this entire season, he's still a fucking badass in this game. Occasionally he'll get that, fuck, I got raped on the run, but somehow Madden bails me out. Occasionally he'll get that Madden throw, like the one where he just fucking overthrows the guy by like 15 yards. But, that's expected in Madden 12. But for the majority of the time, he's Peyton Manning, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game, so you really can't complain about that. I think X was wide open again. I don't know why Air Zero had trouble adjusting to the deep ball. All he had to do was put a safety over top, and I think he could have prevented a lot of yards thrown up on him. But anyway, I wasn't talking about it, but I am going to talk about it now. The Colts have a lot of good offensive weapons. Garcon's a good player. He's fast, but sometimes he drops the ball when he gets hit, and you can't really have that. Then you got Dallas Clark, and then you got Jacob Tamme. Dallas Clark is just, sneaky fast. I don't know what it is about him, but he's got the Michael Turner complex where he becomes a 95 speed when there's like nobody around him. He's such a good player, so, I fucking love Clark. He's one of the best tight ends in the game. And then you got Jacob Tamme, who isn't as glitchy, but he's still a good tight end. And this is fucking ridiculous. The fact that that's a dot. It's a dot and a half. So I was talking about not Dallas Clark, Jacob Tamme. Jacob Tamme is a good player. He's not as great as Clark, but he's definitely a solid player. He has good catching. He used to have great catching. He was like a 93 or something like that. I think at the beginning of the season, but now he's like an 87. So a good pass catcher. He's 6'3", and he's kind of fast, like an 82, 83. And then there's Reggie fucking Wayne. At the beginning of my little Colts period, I didn't know what to do with Reggie because, for me, like the way I like my receivers is if they're tall, they can jump and they can catch. And Reggie Wayne can catch. There's no fucking doubt about it. But he's 6'2". I don't think he has a great jump. He has a pretty good jump, but it's not great. And he's slow. So a guy has to be either really fast for me, or he has to be a good pass catcher and tall. And like with Reggie, I don't know how he could fit into my offense because I already have Dallas, I have Jacob, I have fucking Pierre Garcon. What can I do with Reggie? And then I realized that Garcon doesn't always hold on to the ball. Jacob Tamme doesn't always hold on to the ball. Dallas Clark can hold on to the ball almost every time, but I can't keep going back to Dallas all the time. So when you have a guy like Reggie on the field, then you have a security blanket because 9 out of 10 times he's going to come down with the ball if he gets hit because he's Reggie fucking Wayne. And it was during the time when I used the Colts that I realized that you don't need to have fast guys all the time. Fast guys are great, but most of the time they can't catch consistently. The only guy I've seen catch on a consistent basis is fucking, look at that shit, I can't cover that, is fucking Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace is a glitch. He's the only one who's fast and he can catch. And Deshaun Jackson most of the time. But Deshaun is also kind of sketchy. And you'll notice that in this game, I hardly ever throw to Garcon unless it's on a deep ball where he's wide open. And look at that. I can't cover that with the shit. I'm not saying that I hardly ever throw to him. I'm saying I don't throw to him unless he's single coverage, like right here. And the reason I don't throw it to him is because I'm scared that he's going to drop it. And, you know, I'm more reliable pass cat. I don't know what happened right there. You know, I trust, you know, Reggie Wayne, Awesome Collie, Jacob Tamme, and Dallas Clark more than I trust Pierre Garcon to catch in traffic. Especially in the situations like in the 3rd and 13 where I have to convert. You know, I'm not going to go to Garcon because there's a chance he'll drop it. And I forgot to talk about Collie. Collie is also a glitch. He's not tall, but he has a 90 catch. So, you know, he is a bad motherfucker. So, I think that's all I have to talk about on offense. Of course, you have Joseph Addai and Donald Brown, but they're both average running backs at best. So, you're not going to really want to run the ball with the Colts. Just, you know, stick to passing it and airing it out with Peyton Manning. And now that defense. Their defense is obviously their weak point. They have two great defensive ends, two fast motherfuckers. They're just great players. And then their DT, their starting DT is not that good, and their secondary DTs are not much better. So, you know, suspect at that area. So that D-line is good with Freeney and Mathis, but then, you know, if they had one good D tackle who could block shit really well, that could be a great D-line. But you don't, so, you know, what can you really do about that? Linebackers, you know, you got Gary Brackett. This is who I started for linebackers. I put Gary Brackett at middle linebacker, then Ernie Sims at right, and then I think Pat Anger at left. I don't know how you say his name, but I think that's how I set up my linebackers. And the only reason I do is because Ernie Sims is fast. Gary Brackett is a pretty aware player. You know, awareness is a big thing in this year's game. And then Pat Anger is a good tackler. So that's how I set up my linebackers. But definitely not a great linebacking crew. And then their secondary. I don't think they have one person who is above a 90 speed in their secondary. I could be wrong. But, you know, Antoine Bethea, he's not that fast. He's an 89. And Melvin Bullitt, maybe. Oh, look at that shit. Good swat. Fucking, what's his name? Melvin Bullitt, I already said that. I think he's an 88. And, oh, you know who's, I think, no, Legafed's 90, he's 6'1", but he's not 91 speed. Yeah, I don't think anybody on their team is a 91 speed. And look at this catch. That's in bounds. I don't know why you hopped right there, but that's funny. I forget exactly how I set up my depth chart for their secondary, but I know I put one of their safeties at the second corner. I think Legafed, that's the guy. And then I put Thomas at number 1, and then I put Powers at number 3. And, oh fuck! What the hell's that? Then Bullitt and Bethea at free safety and strong safety. I put Melvin Bullitt, and that's how I set it up. You know, I did pretty well with this team. I wouldn't expect games where you blow out somebody, you know, 42-21. Oh, what the fuck? I wouldn't expect games like that too often, but you should be able to catch a lot of interceptions with this team. It's weird because everybody on this team catches picks, you know. Even the fucking linemen catch picks, you know. Freeney and Mathis, I think Anderson caught one, if I'm not mistaken. So they're good at catching the ball, but they're just not so great at getting to the ball because they're so slow. So, you know, if you're going to use this team, play a lot of zone, like a lot of zone, because this team is way too slow for man-to-man coverage, way too slow. So, you know, I think that's pretty much it. I'll leave my depth chart, as always, in the description below. You know, you gotta show you how I set up this team. I like using this team a lot, you know. I was kind of nervous at first because, you know, they're the Colts, and low-ranked teams tend to get more bullshit against them than for them. But, you know, I had fun using them. You know, their defense is kind of suspect. If you use them correctly, I think you should be good. And, you know, I would get into this game a little bit, but, you know, this game's pretty much over at this point, 42-28. I'm just trying to pile it on, be a douchebag about it. And, you know, the thing that killed Air Zero in this game was the fact that he did not adjust to the deep ball, and I don't know why. I mean, at a certain point, you would think that, you know, hey, put a guy deep, and you pretty much got Garcon covered. And this is funny as shit. Remember when I was talking about curls, like on 3rd and 13s? That's why I have Austin Collie. Somehow he catches that over that guy, but you know, that's why you need a guy who can catch the ball, just in case if he does get hit, he won't drop it. And then he tries it again, and he catches the fuck out of me. Awesome. God damn. You know, how hard must that be in real life to deal with a guy like Miles Austin or Dez Bryant? You know, there's such a talent difference. You know, say you're fucking Antoine Thea trying to cover Miles Austin. That's scary as shit. Oh, by the way, talking about the Cowboys, they're the next team I'm using, and they are so glitchy, it's not even fair. Their offense is so good. I don't know how people have problems with it. I don't know why that was not picked off. It's such a good team offensively. Defensively, you know, their cornerbacks aren't the greatest. You know, you got what's his name, Mike Jenkins. He's good. Terrence Newman, he's good. But nobody really special after that. Good pick. Is that Bethea? That is Bethea. I feel kind of bad for making fun of him. But aside from their, you know, suspect cornerbacks, beside, you know, Jenkins and Newman, good fucking team. Good fucking team. DeMarcus Ware, Sean Lee, what's his name? Bruce Carter, my man, the greatest linebacker in the game. And who else? Anthony Spencer, Jay Ratliff. Just, it's scary how good this team is. And I can't ever use this team again unless it's for this series because, you know, I'm an Eagles fan and I can never even enjoy using this team. It sucks because they're so good. They're so good. But I'll wait till, you know, the Cowboys game actually comes out because, you know, don't want to really fucking waste an episode talking about the Cowboys and the Colts. Or, you know, I could, but I can't get too in depth. I pretty much already gave away my depth chart for the Cowboys. And, you know, if I do upload the Cowboys gameplay, I'll do fucking Antoine Thea. He's doing work now after I called him out. No, fuck it, I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys. Fuck it, don't talk about it. You only have, like, 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. A minute and... 2 minutes, yeah. So, you know, don't talk about the Cowboys, Paki. Save it for another video. And at this point, I think I'm just trying to be an asshole and trying to score. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure Air Zero doesn't mind at this point because it's already such a big deficit. It doesn't really matter what happens. And, you know... I played Air Zero one time before. No, twice before. I played him twice before in tournaments. The first tournament we ever played was in early September or mid-September. And somehow he beat me, even though, you know, he was a beginner at the game. He beat me. And then the second time we played in tournament, he destroyed me in a fucking tournament. He destroyed me. He destroyed me and fucking... Like, destroyed is like a fucking understatement. He fucking raped us.
Still looking for an open man.
Shit.
Peyton Manning.
But, you know, he's not a bad player. I know this game seems kind of crazy, but it's probably just like a mistake by him. If you want to play him, just head over to MaddenStudents.com. That's all you really got to do. And if you want to play me, head over to MaddenStudents.com. Oh shit. I think I just get sacked right here or something. I don't know what happens, but that's pretty much the game, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave us a like. It really does help out. It really does help us out a lot. I don't know why I stumbled right there. I'm fucking dying from sleep deprivation. But thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. It is very much appreciated. And that is pretty much it, guys. Pierre Garcon had almost 400 yards. That's ridiculous. And that's it, guys. It's Paki123. Thanks for watching.